Hello and welcome to the Stands of Ibrox after a humiliating 3-0 defeat to our biggest rivals. Before the game, I had quite a few things to say about the state of our team, our squad, our manager, our board. And to be honest with you, I think anybody that's come in here probably knows that I had a lot of bad things to say about them. After today's performance, it's actually worse than I actually thought. You always have that bit of confidence with your team, no matter how bad we're playing, that we'll go out there and we will put on some kind of performance. It'll be close. Let's face it, that mob are miles and miles above us. We are nowhere close. Watch the managers after pressers with Sky and the Rangers news and then the actual presser itself. And to say that I was angry was probably an understatement. I couldn't believe what I was hearing to this man. Now, I wouldn't have many people in because I wasn't even going to do this because I was that angry. I'm like, and I've a short notice. I've done it. I think like 2 minutes or something like that. But that stuff will do it. May as well get it out of the way while it's still raw. Thanks for the couple of folk that have come in. Prime time, thanks, mate, and JM. Thank you so much. Going to leave the rant and the raving for another couple of minutes because, as you know, the old YouTube algorithms and all that, as soon as you start saying anything at all in the first couple of minutes, it can hurt you quite a lot or getting sent out in there. But I'll tell you what, we're in bother. We're in big bother. Get through the game, first 10 minutes, I'll agree with come on. First 10 minutes is about the only thing that I felt that he was truthful about. We came out, we pressed them, and I thought that they were actually struggling. They didn't know what to do. So I was like, wow, we've actually came out. We're actually going to maybe do something this time. They got a goal. I actually thought at the time, I was like, I think he maybe be offside. Fingers crossed. I mean, come on, he's offside. And it was called offside. And as soon as that happened, we went to fucking bits. You could actually see the confidence in half the majority of the squad just go there and then. We could all point to individual players. I mean, we all know who was responsible for that performance today. And it was all the usual names. It's guys that I've called out before, time and time and again. And you get these people coming out and they'll say, oh, you're talking pish, you're talking rubbish. He's not that bad. Oh, he has to be Timmy Gean another chance. Well, I think today's performance proved my point. And it takes me no pleasure at all turning around and saying I was right. To back to front, fucking shambles. Manager, fucking shambles. The board, a fucking shambles. They're all guilty of this performance today. With a transfer season that was mediocre at best, we brought in 2 players right at the arse end of this. A defender who's possibly a central defender right back who didn't get a game. And we brought in a number 10 that was brought in so late that he couldn't be fucking registered for the game today. Now, the one position that we needed Because Clement's not going to change anything. He's going to keep using the same fucking system that's failed against that mob now 5 times in a row. He keeps on using this number 10. And who were we left with? Lawrence. So we had one out and out number 10 that is not mobile enough to play that number 10 role. And they left it to the last minute. Now, they spoke to this guy 2 fucking weeks ago. Why wasn't this done then? So he would be ready for this game. But no, our board thought, oh, we'll wait till the last fucking minute. So there are these results on them as well. The manager, ready said, this is the 5th time he's used the same tactics and the same system and using the same fucking failed players that have let us down time and time again. Bottle merchants, shite bags, and no good enough. That's on him. He's the one that picks the starting 11. He's the one that sets the system up. And then the players. Desser's shite again. Back to his usual. Diamondi. First touch of a fucking fairy elephant. Can he do it against Ross County? Aye. Same as Desser. He can do it against Ross County. But any quality at all? Nothing. Oh God, Butland. Now, you all guys will know that the end of last season, I started to question Butland. And I get absolute fucking pelters for that. I think the day just proved my fucking point. When the chips are down, he's a lot to be desired. He's the ball at his feet. He is absolutely shockingly bad, and his positioning for that second goal. Oh my fucking God! Now I'm no goalkeeper, but even I could see that. Oh dear, right. Positivities, right? Let's get some positivities in. There's none. There's absolutely zero positivities. We are heading towards a long, long season, and I'll tell you what. And one of the other pod guys that I've watched said this: if we are within 10 points of that mob by January or during the break, I'll be amazed. I'll be seriously amazed. Right, I'm going to come off it now. Right, I'll need to try and calm down a wee bit because I'm going to end up getting yeeted for here. Could you remember that bad? Right, I'm going to go to some of the guys in the chat. Thanks everybody for coming, by the way. I'll tell you what, I didn't really want to do this, but I need to. I'll give that lot something to clip anyway. So we've got Billy, RFC. Aye, there again, Billy. Nice to see you here, mate. Clement was responsible. As I said, mate, it was absolutely every single one of them. Long-term friend of the pod, Paul, 100% Curry. Need board and manager gone, sorry. I've said this, Paul, and I hope you don't mind me saying this and don't have a go at me. I know that you've defended the board, not so much the board so much, but you've defended Come On for quite a while. And I think over the last pre-season and that, you have said things that you weren't too sure about things that Clement had done and what he'd said. Now, when he done his pressers, mate, I'm like, what the fuck are you going on? Really? What is happening? We're going to get better by October. That's no fucking used to for fans. He shouldn't be saying that. You can tell I'm getting angry because my voice is getting higher. Start to sound like a wee lassie. Oh God, this is fucking morbid, isn't it? See, but I've seen a cracking statement on X. One of the guys I follow came out with an absolute fucking belter. He says that Tavernier is going to end up in their fucking Hall of Fame after another defeat. That's how close he is. And again, an absolute shitbag of a captain. Now, I've seen somebody and they would say, oh, he was the most creative player for Rangers today. He was fucking brutal. He was the cause of he wasn't the only cause. I can't say that. First goal, Maeda. Maeda's just right behind him, right? What's the first thing you do as a defender? Check left, check right. Find out where your guy is that you're supposed to be marking. Where is he? What's Tavernier doing? Fuck all. It was a shit show, an absolute shit show. And I'm amazed at how far behind we really are. I knew we were going to struggle today. You all know I've been in the social chats and things like that. I've gave you an honest opinion. I was hopeful. I actually said the score would be 3-2, but that was obviously for the heart, not for the head. But I admitted, I goes, headwise, I think we're going to fucking struggle. And that actually, what Colin says here, the gulf is clear to see. It really is. It is worse, a lot worse than I thought it was. And it was all over the pitch. They were hungrier. They were fitter. They done more running. They were more clinical. Their passing was better. Their desire was better. Everything about that team that they put out today was everything that we know. We were honking. Absolutely fucking honking. Will anything be done? No, there won't be anything done. Because I'm going to probably lose a lot of followers here. And I'm going to probably lose I'm going to get a lot of things said in the comments for people. And it's not going to be for that mob. It's going to be for our own fan base. If we don't, how am I going to say this without looking like a diddy? I already do look like a diddy. If Rangers fans don't put their foot down and come out and call all this out, nothing's going to happen. Clement is not the guy to take us forward. How he managed to get a year extension on his contract is totally beyond me. And what premise did this board look at? Come on and think. He is a guy that we need to give another year to. There isn't. He's been using the same system, the same failings, coming out with the same pish at pressers time and time again. And maybe the hammers hit the nail on the head after this performance with a lot of Rangers supporters that were like, we need to be confident. We need to back the manager. It's back what? What's he done to earn our backing? Just one person tell me, what has he actually done to improve this squad? He's been in charge for a year and we went fucking backwards. We're a worse team than we were 12 months ago. Prime Time's saying, protest. We won't, because we're Rangers fans. Rangers supporters don't do that. Don't ask me why. But we won't. The only way that we're going to do it is if... Is it going to hurt Rangers? Probably aye. But see, until Rangers supporters say, do you want to know something? That's just no fucking good enough. Get this board to fuck. And just stop going to games. Nothing's going to change because they've got away with it for years. The board will go to the new as the same bastards that we've had that were in previous. All we've done is moved a couple out and moved the ones that were already in fucking up into the places they used to have. This, what GM said, the standards are absolutely fucking terrible. Right across the pitch. There's not even one guy. If you need to force it, you would probably say Barron did all right. But all right, that was it. He's done all right. There was nobody, not one player in that pitch that I would give above a 3. Not one. Because they were all equally as shite as each other. Come on, turn around and say, tell all us, tell the press that Tavernier would not be getting as many minutes as he was in the previous season. Right? We all heard that, didn't we? He's played him in every fucking game for 90 minutes since the season started. So he lied. He also told us that we'd be getting more players in than out a week before transfer. 3 went out, 2 come in. Now, don't quote me on this. Now, my maths is no brilliant, right? I'm no bad at arithmetic. I'm no amazing. But as far as I can remember, 2 is less than fucking 3. Again, fucking lied. He's just fully contradictions. That, oh, we're going to be better in October, November. That's the use to us. We shouldn't be saying that. We saying that, they had 4 shots at goal and we had 4 shots at goal. They should have beat us 6 or 7 fucking nothing a day. 3-0 flattered us today. It really did. They were superior all over the pitch. And then I'm trying to go over, remember the game as best I can. Because actually, I'll tell you what, half time I turned it off. I'm like, I'm not watching this shite. I'm not putting myself through this. Because this is a disgrace. And I was like, well, I need to do this bloody pod, so I'll need to. So after about 10 minutes of the first half, so the second half, so I don't know what happened the first 10 minutes, but when I did turn it on, it was made of the same shite. Our passing was woeful. I'd be surprised if we passed any more than 3 passes strung together. We looked panicked. I'd never seen any decent football that I could see. To say that I'm down is an understatement. I'm really sorry, everybody. This is as bad a Rangers team I've seen since pre-Gerrard. That's how bad we are. We're in the realms of the banter years. And this board and this manager are not going to take us forward or progress our team and squad at all. I'll be lucky. I wouldn't be surprised if we ended up 3rd or 4th this season. I was carrying on with people and all that, saying, oh, well, good chance we'll maybe end up 3rd or 4th. The reality is, this could happen. And if Hearts were playing decent, we would probably be in 5th. This is shocking. The Druzy boy there. Celtic spent 35 million. We spend about 5 million. We do not really expect to be challenging. You can spend as much money as you want. That doesn't mean to say that you're going to get better players, mate. Will they be? Probably. But when you're bringing in players that can't play because they're not signed in time, when you're bringing in players that we had last season that were okay-ish, it's just, I don't see any progression at all. William, what you saying, buddy? We don't have the squad for the league, let alone play an extra 8 games. We're a mess. William, this is just a league that we're thinking about now. Now, I've seen people saying about the Europa League that we might finish in 24th place, so we'll get into the next stages. I don't see it. I honestly don't see it. If we continue down this path that we're at, I don't think we've got a hope in hell. This is, well, I'm going to put this up because embarrassing. It really is. Probably not as embarrassing as this pod, right enough, and me having to try and do it off the cuff, because I'm at a loss how bad we were today in every aspect of the squad, the manager, and the board. And as I said, nothing's going to change, I don't think. And that's the sad thing. I think we are really, I don't know what we're going to do. I'm lost for words. It's not like me, you know what, I'm usually going a full-scale rant, but I'm not deflated. I can't even manage that. It's been that bad. Everything about it. There was no positive at all. Usually you can take one or two things. No, on this occasion. I'll have no doubt that there'll be fans for the other side maybe watch this, hoping to clip something in that, and they could probably clip the whole bloody thing because they're laughing at us. And to be perfectly honest with you, we deserve to be laughed at. Not so much the fans right now. Maybe they should laugh at the fans because we had a bit of belief about this side could do. But after the day, we are absolutely well and truly fucked. And no matter how Clement tries to spin it, all the fans can see it. We've been saying for weeks now, some years for seasons, I'll put my hand up, that Tavernier is the biggest cowardly shitebag captain that Rangers have ever had in their history. How that muppet get into the Hall of Fame is beyond me. Now, you all know how much I fucking hate him. But today, I watched him give up as soon as that first goal went in. People said he was the most creative. They people know who I'm talking about. Please tell me, what exactly did he create? How many goals did we score? How many assists did he score? How many completions did he score? How many times did he lose the ball? How many times was he out of position? How many times did he blame everybody else? The usual. The fucking usual. And William, I'm going to come on to that as well. The guy is a serial failure. He has been for fucking seasons now. He had one good season in 55 where he was absolutely outstanding, and he was our player of the year by far. But I'll tell you what, he's got to keep on. Clement's got to keep on playing, and on that sword he will die. And he will be another manager that will join the illustrious management team that we've had over the last 4 seasons who've had to walk out the door because they play that useless bastard every fucking time. Every time he's let us down. Anyway, moving on. William, Butland was fucking awful. That second goal was a disgrace. He was, mate. He was so bad today. And it just happens to be that it's not the first time that Butland's went to bits an Old Firm game. That's now 16 games we have played against them, and we've won 2 under various managers. And it's going to be 20. I'm going to call it now. We will not beat them this season. There's absolutely no way we will beat them this season because the gulf in attitude, quality, determination, pride is, we're not even close. We are not even close. Aye, Aldo, remind me. Scott Wright scored one for Birmingham. Selling players for peanuts to small clubs shows our level, sadly. I watched the goal and I just shook my head. Scott Wright. But the thing is, Scott Wright never had fucking 10 players that he had to try and dribble round and then run into. I don't know what position that their manager played him in. Was he the number 10? Was he used as a striker? I don't know. The position he was in, out free, he would never be in that position for Rangers. And that's on the manager because he never played him in that position. Dearie me. Aldo again. I was expecting us to lose 5-0, sorry to say. I'll put it in my head. I was expecting maybe losing 3-1. I thought we maybe get a goal. But I expected 3-1. That was my head saying it. My heart obviously wasn't saying that. But we were actually lucky. As I said, 3-0 flattered us. It really did flatter us. They took the foot off the pedal the second half. They really did. It should have been 4-0 in first half. And it could have been easily, I would have said 7-2. McCausland missed 2 easy chances. Dessers missed a couple as well. But we expect that for Dessers. Dessers did what he usually does. He gets hold of the ball and he can't do nothing with it. They just come on. We said, the chances we had, we scored against Ross County. Of course you did. Ross County's fucking relegation fodder. Of course you're going to fucking score the goals. But you need to up the fucking quality when you're playing the likes of Celtic. And coming out with that pish, I'm sorry, that's just a wee globe. Honestly, I want Clement. I've already said this before. I want Clement out of our club because I don't think he's good enough. He basically threw 2 of your fucking quality players for last season under a bus. No, people hate it, Cantwell, and you get pelters for his TikTok and all that. You deserved it. But he was their 4th best assistance goal scorer last season. Even though he did play a lot of games and he did go missing the games against that mob. He's still better than fucking Lawrence by far. He came back. He actually left the presser and came back to tell everybody that Cantwell wants out. And he mentioned it umpteen times as well. So any possible teams that were going to come in for him were going to pay buttons. £500,000 for Cantwell. Now, I know everybody wanted him out, But there's no way in fucking hell that Cantwell is worth as little as 500,000. That's a fucking disgrace, that. 300,000 for Wright. I would have said probably 500,000 for him. Especially when he's going down south. I expect that money. Buttons for players. The warning signs for me were last season with Clement. We start 11s and some of his substitutions and some of his comments after the games and pressers. That was my alarm bells. You all know that I'd said this. I'm not going to take any pleasure in saying it, but absolutely everything I've said just came to fruition. And it's fucking hurting. This is where you clip it, Celtic fans. It fucking hurts me to fucking see how bad our club and the state it's in. The debacle of the stadium, putting money outside where we needed it. We've been saying it for years that we needed quality in the pitch, but this board has decided we needed a fucking museum and a sports bar that was more important because, of course, how many cups has that brought us in? How many titles will we manage because we've got a museum? It's absolutely everything. Everything about this club now is fucking rotten. The only decent thing about this club right now is a fan base. Even when we went into the depths, we followed them. We spent our money. We went to see them every week, no matter where it was. We shouted for them. We gave excuses for them. Everything we've gave for them. And this is what we'll get back in return. An absolute fucking shambles. From top to bottom. And then, as I said, if we don't say and do something about it, it's going to continue. There's nothing going to change unless we start doing something about it. Should I turn around and say, I'm going to call Rangers fans out and say, if you don't do anything, it's your fault? I should do it. I really should. But I respect the Rangers fans too much because I'm one of them. And we are going to suffer a humiliating season because we're too well-natured, because it's not the Rangers' way. And it's I could fucking scream. I could honestly scream. Damn. No fight, no pride, no passion. But hey ho, they still get their extortionate wages though. Exactly. Do you want to know something, Tam? See, every single one of them, and this includes Clement and the members of the board, every single one of them should be donating their fucking wages to a charity. Because not one of them deserved a wage after the day's performance. Every single one of them should be fucking embarrassed about what happened. How GD, hi there, mate. I'm a wee bit ruffled up, so I've not been getting as many comments in as I should be. Maybe help me calm down a wee bit. Shafted Gio with players. Aye. Shafted Gio by laughing and joking with Bale in the stadium. That still fucks me right up, mate. That really got me. As one of our greatest players of the past is losing his job. Aye. Wanted an Australian Ange loved in tour. Gave Bale the keys. Everything that we've all said before. And it's all true. Everything about it was true. Now, I'm not going to bang Gio up because I was calling for Gio's head as well near the end. But Gio had at least some excuse. The board did fuck all. Didn't help him at all. Not in any way did that board help him. And then the way that they get rid of him, the way they brought that bastard in, the two-faced rat that they brought in, the way they did it was a fucking it was an absolute disgrace. It was embarrassing. Well, they're sat there in the stands laughing, watching Gio try to get a performance at a team that was absolute shit. Is that the Rangers' way? Well, that's our board right now. They expect the fans to do everything. Aye, make sure they're here. Shout for us. Be the 12th man. Unfortunately, the 12th man is the only man that's actually came and shown up at games against that mob. We might have not been there to cheer them on, but they knew how much it feels to us, how much it means to us. If we'd lost 1-0 today, I would have been disappointed. If we'd put in a performance, if Clermont had changed it up and stopped using the same fucking tactic and system that used the previous 4 times and lost the previous 4 times, I would have probably been doing this completely different. I would have been disappointed, but I wouldn't be calling for the heads of the board, the manager, and the captain of your team. And that's this is what I'm doing right now. So I'm going to put my hand up and everybody say, but you can't say that. You can't afford to. This board has regressed us. This is not a rebuild. This is a downsizing. We're worse than we were, and I've already said it, we're worse than we were 5 fucking years ago. We've got a manager who talks pish. He's a yes man to this board. That's the reason this is the whole reason he got that year's extension. It's the only reason I can think of. That they've told him what's going to be happening. And he's went, nah, fuck this, I'm off. And they've said, well, we'll give you another year extension. And he's went, oh, the money improvement? I'll take that. We've got a captain that's done nothing. Now, we're overboard here. He's not done nothing. He's had some good games and he has scored some good goals. But he's a serial bottler. Every time the chips are down, the first person to fucking play hide and seek is Tavernier. And he done it today again. And he wasn't the worst. That's the best of it. I need to admit that. He wasn't even the fucking worst on that pitch today. That's shocking. That did any of you ever think that I would come on a pod and say that there was a worse player than Tavernier? Even I thought I would never be able to say that. But today I can. Because there was at least 6 or 7 of them in that team that were fucking worse than him. But he is always the fucking first. He's always one of the first ones to fucking disappear. And he done it again. And he's let us down. So, guys, I am so sorry for being that man that's come out and said, I told you so. But I told you so. For everybody that's come in, thank you so much for putting up with my pish for the last 40 minutes. It's so appreciated. All the usual names that come in, thank you. You never let me down. I don't know how. You must be a fucking mental the same as me, having to listen to this. But after an embarrassing, woeful, disgraceful performance from our club, all I can say is I hope to see a change. I hope to see the Rangers fans man up. And that goes right across the board, not just for the fan media. I hope they fucking call it out. Because I know I'm not liked amongst certain members because I swear too much. Guilty! I do swear too much. I call out certain parts of this club. Guilty. And I'm not going to fuck about with what I've got to say. If I don't like it, I'm going to say I don't fucking like it. I'm not going to fucking try and make excuses. I know that access is everything and you need to watch what you say, but sorry guys, it's time to fucking man up and be honest and start telling the board and the manager and the players what the majority of the fans really think. That's up to yous. Stand up and be counted, or just be one of the other ones. A happy clapper. On that, guys, thank you so much. I fucking love you lot of yous. We are the people. We always will be. No surrender. Good night.